Friday, everyone. Welcome to Spirit Coffee Talk. Today, you guys just get me. Lisa is away right now, as well as Elyse. So I am driving the ship today of Spirit Coffee Talk, but let me tell you, it's going to be a good one. And the reason why I say this is I had my guides come in this morning, and they were so eager to share. So although really all you see is me, there is a plethora of guides behind me and with me to have a good chat with you guys today. So do grab your coffee and join us if you haven't already. It's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to dive right into manifesting in the moon. Now, we've talked about this a lot, but this is a really, really, really unique moon that we're just about to step into. So the new moon, which we all know is a manifesting moon, new moons are the ones where we set our intents for what we want to see grow through that lunar cycle to then come to fruition in the full moon. Now, this new moon in Aquarius happens on February 1st, okay? And it is one day before this super auspicious day of alignment, which is February 2nd. And the reason why this is a big deal is it is the second day of the second month in a 2022 year. So you've got 2222. You've got the amplification of the number 2 4 times, 5 times. Good counting. And this is really significant because 2 is manifestation, creation, intent setting. So not only do we have a new moon the day before, which is all about intent setting, then the number 2 is a very deeply intent-based, manifesting-based number. Now, when we piece those energies together and work with those energies all together, we really can create something significant. And that's really the theme for this year. 2022, Spirit has been saying, is a theme of embodiment. And when we embody who we are, when we really stand in the truth of who we are, we can step forward and create from there. And that creation ends up being a co-creation with the universe because what we put out, we draw to us. And so when we know that, and we really harness that energy, we get to move in that direction with the spirit world and have them really help co-create stuff. So as we step, they step, and we carry on forward. So that's why this year is really exciting. And that's why February 2nd, 2022 is a really significant day. It is even an amplification of the whole energy behind 2022 as an added bonus. And it's at the beginning of the year, which means we get to extra set the intent of what we want this year to be. So it's like awesome piled on top of awesome with some more awesome on top. Okay, that's why I'm excited to talk about this. Now, to add even more, a little extra cherry on top, is this moon, the new moon has a really strong Saturn energy to it. So that means that the intentions that you set and the manifestations that you wish to bring forward, that energy will last a long time. That's that push from Saturn. Planet Saturn will help hold that energy up for a long time. Or basically, if you picture it like a fire, if you're lighting a fire of the intentions you want, it'll help that fire hold a really good, long-lasting burn to give you the warmth, to give you the light, all of that nurturing energy to do the things you need to do. So what does that mean for you? That means in the lead up energy, literally starting today from when you're watching this, and maybe you've already started this before, but from right now, is start considering where fate is guiding you. Where does destiny feel like it is pulling you? Because remember, we have destiny and we have free will. So free will is your choice to do with what you feel, what you want to manifest, what you feel you want to create, be, all of that. But have a look at where destiny or fate seems to be pulling you. What are you naturally just being drawn to, or what keeps showing up in your life over and over and over? And that doesn't necessarily mean they're bad patterns. I think sometimes we get used to seeing the things that show up in our life as kind of a negative, but if you've healed stuff, then you've made room for the good to come in. So what are some of the repeated signs of good that you see coming in? Maybe one of them is you keep seeing these really beautiful images of black and white photography, say, for example, and say in your dreams, you've been dreaming of taking photographs. And so maybe destiny or fate is pulling you to dive into taking that photography course or buying that really nice camera that you want, because there is something that is drawing you to fulfill a deeper piece of connecting with that gift or skill that you have, which would be photography. Now, this can be anything. This could be drawing you to divine partners. This could be drawing you to new jobs, new locations. I know for many people, the land, certain places on Mother Earth seem to really be drawing people at this time. And the cool thing is if you really kind of open to that energy and see where it is pulling you, there's a reason. It's either a frequency that you would benefit from merging with, or it's a location where your energy would thrive in. And maybe it's a location for you more long-term. Maybe it is drawing you not just for a vacation or an exploration, but really to live there, because the energy of that land will amplify who you are now or who you're becoming. So where is fate and destiny pulling you? It's a really good key piece. Now, in connection with that, the guides are saying on this journey and throughout this weekend, we can help to make this a lot of fun for you. And I love that they're saying this too. They're saying it doesn't have to be so serious. The intention setting doesn't have to be like a serious sit down. For some, it may, or it may start off that way. But they're saying it can also be a really fun experience of diving into the childlike nature that is within you that wishes to come out. Because in that energy, you may also discover new aspects about self that really want an opportunity to flourish. And so they're saying this can be fun. This could be sitting down, say, with a friend or your spouse, colleagues maybe, and brainstorming like you used to do in school, right? You know, you do the bubble and you brainstorm all these ideas of a thing and then see which ones resonate. That can be a fun thing. That can be an evening event. Those kinds of things bring that joy into our life. So they're trying to really emphasize, make this manifesting fun if that flows for you. Now, at the same time as feeling this pull in destiny, there are some situations where that pull or that destiny may ask you to let go of some other things, right? For example, say you are being pulled to a certain destination, a place to be, and for you, it feels like it's more permanent. That's going to cause you to have to release where you're at. And for some, that may be no problem, ready to go. Bags are already packed, house is packed, good to go. Whereas for some others, that may be having to let go of that phase, of the memories. So as you move through this manifesting, they're also saying, check in with your emotions and also allow your emotions to move through you. Allow them to ebb and flow and kind of wash through your being so that you can spend time with them, appreciate them, give gratitude, and maybe glean a few more things that you gained from having those experiences through the emotional memory of it. And then some you may carry with you forward because they're beautiful, and some you may say, thank you, I'm done with those now. I appreciate the lessons. I'm letting that go. So this pull of destiny under this energy of the manifesting of the 222 and the intent setting and the new moon can also offer you huge opportunities for freedom within. And I slow this down because we can talk about this idea all day long, but it is so different when you experience freedom within. It's something that I think so many people strive for, and oftentimes people struggle with different ways to attain it. I know I have myself, but there is an understanding or a huge release of energy when we can give ourselves that freedom within, when we're willing to look at where we want to be going, what we want to be doing, and what makes us feel alive and purposeful. And so when we can open up that space of freedom, that means opening up this huge space for the universe to pour in a whole bunch of energy, alignments, synchronicities, connections to fulfill the desired destiny. And I love that they're saying desired destiny. That was completely their word, but it literally is this desired destiny. It's that your desires co-created and co-mingled with destiny. So I love this. Now, I'm being reminded that on my Ginette Biro Medium YouTube page for today's daily card reading, I do a daily card reading there, weekday daily card reading, just insights from spirit about the energies or things going on. This morning's was really interesting because it was about the universe really weaving things together for us based on what we're wanting, and us being a little bit patient in this weaving. And they amplified the energy of 2 days. So if you're watching this today, with what you set your intent to be, really let it kind of simmer, almost like a pot on the stove when you're making soup. Like the longer you make it simmer, the more the flavors all kind of blend together. Let that pot simmer throughout the weekend and just enjoy the energies of that metaphorical soup cooking, how it fills the house with this beautiful aroma of home and comfort and goodness and creation and all of that. Let that kind of simmer. And then you'll be really beautifully surprised and inspired how the universe brings these synchronicities together, which I really think will come into forward momentum February 1st and 2nd. And from there, we'll see so much more snowballing of goodness, truly. And this is goodness within you. We're going to see a lot of stuff happening in the collective still, of different shifts, different rebellion energies. That's in the air. But what you need to focus on right now is what you're creating from within, the energy that you are emitting from within, because when that energy is of high vibration, that feeds out into the collective big time, big time, big time. So coming back to the emotions, as these emotions come up, give them the space they need to be seen, to be heard, and then you choose where they go. And recognize that all of this is happening because this year is a year of movement forward, of co-creating that destiny that you so very much want. And it is beautiful co-creation. The universe wants to be here, to be involved in it. I know the guides have been saying, and it's true actually, all of our guides want to communicate with us way more. And they want to be able to come and give us clear information, clear insight. So we need to be open to that. Now, the information might not always be from a flat-on conversation with them, but what they're getting at is, if you're asking a question, you're like, please give me a sign that this is the right thing. And say your sign is a butterfly, and a butterfly within half an hour flies by your window. Like, they want to bring in this call and then action more in a more speedy fashion for us to help us sustain moving forward. It's really about going this year. So take the opportunity at the beginning of the year that we are at right now, set the intent of what you want. You are going to be able to create amazing stuff this year. I know I'm working on it. I'm working with the energies as well. So, that was a good one. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave you with that. I know it's a little shorter one today, but I think it's a beautiful message to be shared from the higher realms. I wish you guys a beautiful weekend. I hope you have a great time manifesting, creating, dreaming, and really writing that into your destiny. Now is the time. If you feel that somebody else might benefit from this message, please do share as well. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps us out. And for everything else, if you want to expand your consciousness and dive deeper, check out avalonspirit.com. There's lots of great insights, avenues, pathways, courses, offerings to expand your consciousness. So you guys have a beautiful day, and we'll see you next week.